The Second World War, lasting from 1939 to 1945, was a global conflict of unprecedented scale and devastation. It left millions dead, cities in ruins, and nations grappling with the profound consequences of war. Yet, amidst the destruction, emerged enduring lessons about humanity, lessons that remain acutely relevant even today. These lessons offer insights into the human condition and provide guidance as we navigate the complexities of our modern world. The war touched every corner of the globe, drawing in nations large and small into its vortex. From the beaches of Normandy to the jungles of Burma, the battle raged on, leaving an indelible mark on the course of human history. The sheer scale of the war, with its vast armies and technological advancements in warfare, was unlike anything the world had ever seen. It was a conflict that tested the limits of human endurance and challenged the very foundations of civilization. The seeds of this global conflict were sown in the aftermath of the First World War, a war that had promised so much but delivered only suffering and disillusionment. The Treaty of Versailles, intended to bring lasting peace, instead sowed the seeds of resentment and instability in Europe. Economic depression, political extremism, and the rise of aggressive nationalism created a volatile mix that ultimately exploded into war. As the world watched in horror, the Nazi war machine, fueled by hatred and a lust for power, marched across Europe. The horrors of the Holocaust, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews, exposed the darkest depths of human cruelty and prejudice. The war became a battle not just for territory, but for the very soul of humanity. One of the most significant lessons to emerge from the ashes of World War II was the importance of international cooperation and collective security. The Allied victory, hard-fought and ultimately triumphant, was a testament to the power of nations uniting against a common enemy. The United States, Great Britain, the Soviet Union, and other allied nations, despite their ideological differences, set aside their differences and joined forces to defeat the Axis powers. This unity of purpose was crucial in overcoming the immense challenges of the war. From coordinating military strategies to sharing intelligence and resources, the Allies demonstrated that cooperation was essential for success. The establishment of the United Nations in 1945, in the aftermath of the war, was a direct result of this newfound commitment to collective security. The creation of the UN represented a recognition that the world could not afford another global conflict. It was a bold experiment in international diplomacy, an attempt to create a forum where nations could resolve their differences peacefully and work together to address common challenges. While the UN has faced its share of criticisms and setbacks over the years, it remains a vital institution, a symbol of hope for a world striving for peace and cooperation. The lesson of unity extends beyond the realm of international relations. Within individual nations, the war effort fostered a sense of shared purpose and national solidarity. Citizens from all walks of life came together, making sacrifices and contributing to the war effort in countless ways. Women entered the workforce in unprecedented numbers, taking on roles traditionally held by men. Communities rallied to support their troops, organizing fundraisers, sending care packages, and providing moral support. The rise of totalitarian regimes in the 1930s, most notably Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler, stands as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the suppression of individual liberties. The atrocities committed by the Nazi regime, the horrors of the Holocaust, serve as a chilling testament to the consequences of unchecked hatred and intolerance. The Nazis rose to power by exploiting economic hardship and political instability, preying on people's fears and prejudices. They systematically dismantled democratic institutions, silenced opposition, and established a totalitarian state where dissent was ruthlessly crushed. The propaganda machine of the Nazi regime, led by Joseph Goebbels, was highly effective in spreading its message of hate and manipulating public opinion. The lesson here is clear: eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. We must be ever watchful for the signs of extremism, for the erosion of democratic values, and for the rise of leaders who seek to divide and conquer. Education, critical thinking, and a commitment to tolerance and diversity are essential safeguards against the dangers of tyranny. The legacy of World War II reminds us that the fight for freedom and human rights is an ongoing struggle. We must never take our freedoms for granted, for they were hard-won and can be easily lost. It is our duty to learn from the mistakes of the past and to work tirelessly to create a future where all people are treated with dignity and respect. Perhaps the most profound lesson to emerge from the wreckage of World War II is the enduring need for peace. The war, with its unimaginable death toll and widespread destruction, served as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. It underscored the importance of diplomacy, dialogue, and the peaceful resolution of disputes. The development and use of atomic bombs during the war, while marking a significant technological advancement, also ushered in a new era of potential global destruction. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945, which killed hundreds of thousands of people, cast a long shadow over the post-war world. The dawn of the atomic age made it abundantly clear that war, in its most extreme form, could lead to the annihilation of humanity. This realization fueled the growth of the peace movement and inspired efforts to prevent the proliferation of nuclear weapons. The specter of nuclear war continues to haunt us today, a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the importance of diplomacy. The lessons of World War II are not mere historical footnotes, they are timeless truths, as relevant today as they were in the aftermath of that global conflict. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, we must remember the importance of unity, the dangers of unchecked power, and the enduring need for peace. By heeding the lessons of history, we can strive to create a more just, more peaceful, and more sustainable future for all.